It's cultural between the Toltecs, Olmecs, and Aztecs. It was a combination of cultures that brought together what today we call an ofrenda for Dia de Muertos, to celebrate our loved ones.
As a cold autumn wind blows through the Texas hill country, a trail of marigold blooms fights to stay in careful arrangement. This path of petals winds its way down the sidewalk, up the steps, and into the home of Patricia Castillo, where the warmth of candles and the smell of incense and hot chocolate greet you. These cherished objects make up an altar for a cherished person.
We built the altar for my father, Alfonso Castillo, who passed away 10 years ago. In the altar, we put items that are his favorite things that he enjoyed when he was alive. We put chocolate, sweet bread called conchas, and we decorate it with artwork that is part of his legacy.
Throughout parts of the U.S. and Mexico, families fill ofrendas with art and photos and food to celebrate the Mexican holiday Dia de Muertos, or Day of the Dead. Legend says that the scent of marigolds leads ancestral spirits back to our world, where they spend time near their loved ones. And for Patty and her husband Paul, love is what this tradition is all about.
When Patty and I are first dating, and we barely speak each other's language, and she says, well, I need to tell you something. Don't be afraid, but we paint dead people. And I thought, well, this is going to be an interesting summer, because I didn't know just what she meant.
I was trying to tell him we paint clay sculptures that they're
Skeletons.
Day of the Dead is much more than a holiday in Patty's family. It's a way of life. For more than 5 generations, the Castillos have been known as fine folk artists whose work has spread from Puebla, Mexico, to museums all over the world. Now Patty and Paul continue that tradition in Bulverde, Texas, where their clay creations help other people celebrate the culture they love so much.
Is it important to you to continue to explain your culture to other people through your art?
It is important because some people, they don't understand our culture, and when they see the skulls, they get afraid. But once that they get to know the meaning, they enjoy the meaning of the pieces behind the sculptures.
Did you realize you were in art school with her family?
No, I didn't know what was happening. I just thought I was there, dating my girlfriend, having a good time. And next thing you know, her father walks in and says, come here, I'm going to show you how to make a big piece. And so he lays it out on the table, and he shows me how to make all the pieces for it and then start to build it right there. And that was the beginning of where we are now.
The ceramic art they make together tells stories passed down for centuries, from the dance of the deer to skulls with butterflies to a traditional tree of life. Their pieces are rooted deep in Mexican folklore.
A tree of life that represents the culture in Mexico with different folk art dances. So my parents, they start getting ideas, adding new designs, new pieces, new colors.
With every clay form and brushstroke, Patty and Paul honor those who've come before us. Their bright, colorful creations are as vivid as your favorite memory of a loved one. And as Patty Castillo thinks about the generations that inspired her, she hopes to share the joy she feels every time their memory comes wandering home.
I want to transmit in each piece for someone to take it home, and when they see it, have that joy when they see the piece. I love doing this because I like painting. I like the colors. I like taking a small piece of clay and making something with it. It's also because my father, he passed away 10 years ago, and it's in a way to honor him, seeing and working with our hands. It's a tradition that we want to continue doing.